Hi, everybody. Welcome. Oh, by the way, I have good news and bad news. The good news is, listen, the good news is my wife sent in an application for me to be on a television show. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The bad news is it's for season 2 of The Golden Bachelor.
Aw.
Start the show.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. It's a Zoom meeting with jokes. So please turn on your camera, turn on your mic, unless you have barking dogs or a rabid moose in your living room, in which case, please mute yourself for Pete's sake, and let's have some fun.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goody and Brad Tassel. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian Tony Grassi, plus funny songs from Shoebox of Warm Quartet and a Patty Melt from Patty Vasquez, and much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassel.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Brad Tassel. We've got a Steve Goody coming up. He's the star of the show, and Patty Vasquez will be melting. But first, I want to start with this because we've done this show almost 4 years, right, Steve?
Going on, yeah.
Going on 4 years. I got 187, right?
187.
And we make some mistakes. And last week we made a mistake that I want to give an apology to someone who is actually here. During the Marshall Stern Minute, we really leaned into joking about the puns being bad, and we did a little heavy. I think it hurt Marshall's feelings, but we loved the jokes, right? Hey, that's Marshall.
Yes, we do. Look at
Marshall.
Marshall.
We want to apologize to you. We were just really kind of pushing it, but we loved the puns, and because they were the best bad puns ever. And I just want you to know that we want you here all the time.
He's right, you know.
Can we hear you, Marshall?
It's all right, Brett. I realize that humor is not your thing.
It's not what?
Oh.
I think he said humor's not your thing, but it's okay.
It is not. No, it is not my thing. So, hey, now, do you have a joke for this week?
I do. I have a special Christmas joke. Here goes. How do you tell a snowman? He has snowballs.
Nah.
How do you tell a snow woman? She has snowballs.
Ah,
Oh my God.
Thanks, Marshall.
yeah. Hey, Marshall Stern, everybody. And again, hey, he's in a cabin. Hey, I'm sad to say you look like you're in one of my cabins. You're not in a
I am.
balcony. Oh,
I am.
well,
They put me in 35-21.
well, that is the saddest thing. I apologize for that. So, all right. Well, we have a great show. We're also excited today because we have my friend of over 30 years is back on the comedy circuit and also a college professor now. We have comedian, hilarious presence, and also dated what's his name? The saxophone
Well, there were
player.
so many, Brad. I
No,
can't
the sax
remember all
player.
of
Who did he
them.
play for?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. The saxophone player.
Are you talking about Rick?
Yeah, Rick was who did he play?
Wayne. With Wayne.
Wayne Newton. Wayne
Right,
Newton, sax player.
That's how old I
Wayne
am.
was a-
I
Yeah.
dated somebody in Wayne Newton's band. That's how
That's
old
well,
I am.
But remember, I sent my grandmothers to go see Wayne.
That's right.
You got signed pictures, and I was their favorite person till they died, which was
Exactly.
3 days later.
My
Wow.
mom felt the same way when she met him.
I know, it's amazing. So
It-
Joni Grass, everybody, yay.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
also our pal, super musician, Tim Christ, better known
Shoebox of Warm Quartet. That's right.
I can't talk to these jokes are going to be rough. Okay.
Everybody has too
I'm
many
right now
names.
back on the Carnival Silhouette. I just finished doing 2 shows, so I'm just kind of higgledy-piggledy, but let's do the jokes. Are you ready? Here we go.
We're ready.
George Santos has been expelled from
Yay.
Congress like the Taco Bell you ate last night.
Oh.
Now, Congress can get back to the business of the people impeaching Biden for drinking from a straw. By the way, George Santos already has a new gig. Did you know that?
Oh.
He is selling videos on Cameo. Remember, we did one, Steve, right? We had
We sure did.
we
Yes.
had Gilbert Gottfried did a
The one and
Canada
only
Breast.
Gilbert Gottfried for $100.
If you don't know,
Wow.
it's the site where you hire famous people to give you a message. George is selling his wares for $200 a pop. Yes. For $300, the message will come from Georgina Santoria.
Wow.
All right. By the way, it was worse than a tan suit. Joe Biden was caught by Fox News host Jesse Waters drinking a milkshake from a straw. Oh my God, it was horrible, horrible. When everybody knows your milkshake is supposed to be in the yard. That's for the young people. I don't know what that song is. Waters said that only women and children should ever be sucking through a straw. And he's right, because Waters never sucked through a straw. He only sucks on television.
Oh,
Oh, a lot of Jesse Waters fans, huh? The Rolling Stones tour is back
Yeah.
yeah.
and being sponsored by AARP, everybody.
Really?
You didn't know that?
The jokes write themselves.
No. Now they hope the tour finishes before their second sponsor takes over, Bub's Funeral Home. I'm gonna take a drink. All right. Oh, look at this. Aretha Franklin's son has been granted the singer's real estate because of a handwritten will from 2014 that was found between two couch cushions.
Oh my goodness.
Is that wild? I know. Another son received Franklin's dentures that he found between her pillow and mattress and put them in his mouth. Okay. This one, okay, here you go. Alaska Airlines will buy Hawaiian Airlines for $1.9 billion. Did you hear that? When asked the reason for the purchase, Alaska's CEO said they get laid a lot more than we do.
I just got it.
Jet lag.
Oh, hey, Kiss. The band Kiss just finished their sixth final concert tour. Their final tour for the sixth time that ended with a final concert in New York City. After two more goodbye tours, the band receives a free yogurt. They've had a lot of tours. That were the final one. By the way, I think the Stones said this is their final one. Did they?
B.
Did they? No one knows.
There you go.
No, I don't know.
Spotify, we've been talking about them a lot. Spotify will cut 17% of its staff in a round of layoffs. The company says they will let 1,500 employees go after they suggested artists get paid when people stream their work. Okay, thanks. That was subtle. The Muppets, hey, the Muppets do this all the time. The Muppets have taken on tough topics from depression to death, right? And now they will take on opioid addiction and try to help and explain it to young children. I think that's fantastic. Isn't that nice? They'll do a good job. They will do a much better job than when I toured schools with my puppet Snortalupicus.
That was
I'm
good.
looking up at you. I'm not getting nothing.
No.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Snortalupicus. By the way, the shows on the ship went great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
They love you.
They donate a lot more than you people.
Yeah.
Hey, some of you do a great job though. Let me say, I don't want to say this. I want to say this to the people that do donate. We love you. Thank you. Okay. The Philadelphia Museum of Art celebrated Sylvester Stallone today by holding the first Rocky Day. Oh, isn't that great? It was a beautiful Philly type ceremony as residents of the city of brotherly love all came out to yell, "You suck!" And then Bill Burr closed. Okay. No one knows what that meant. Oh, this was almost a tragedy. A 17-year-old Shih Tzu was rescued from an HVAC vent after getting stuck. The family didn't know the pup was missing till someone said, "Does anyone else smell shit?"
Oh,
That's wrong.
Which cruise are we aiming for?
Which cruise?
Tom?
There's a weird vibe going on here.
Vibe.
I blame Marshall. Where are you, Marshall?
Yeah, it's Marshall. Yeah.
The Megaberg is coming. Who's seen that? No? An iceberg larger than New York has broken off from Antarctica and is floating towards civilization. Climate scientists say it's the largest iceberg ever recorded and is doing this now because it might be the last chance to ever see the Rolling Stones live. It's old.
nice.
Sorry.
Oh, God. And now I think, no, two more. Two more.
My God, two
Oh,
more.
I haven't written a worse joke yet. Huge
Oh,
news,
they
North
have.
Dakota governor. Did you all see this? North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum ended his 2024 Republican presidential bid just days before anyone knew he was running. Now he'll head back to Bismarck where no one knows where it is.
It's to North Dakota. It's North Dakota.
Different state.
Yeah.
I know. It's the capital. He's the governor. Oh my.
Wow.
Let me get the mute button here.
Telling you, our 188th show is going to be perfect.
I gave up nothing for this. Okay, last but certainly one of them. A man. Now, this is my favorite joke, by the way. A
I'm
man
sorry.
was stopped, but I couldn't figure out how to write it, so it's not going to make sense. A man was stopped by airport security when they asked what was inside his briefcase, and he said he didn't know because his grandma told him he couldn't look till he got home. Totally true.
Yeah.
Briefcase.
Been there.
Karen
Been
says,
there.
"What's in it?" He goes, "I don't know. My grandma said it's a gift, and I can't
It's
open
a
it until I
gift.
get home."
Yep.
That's right.
Did they open it for him?
What was it?
A TSA agent questioned the man until he was told to let the man go by his grandma. He was called by the other guy's grandma. Okay, now before Steve, you can come in because that was it. But so no, it was a vintage typewriter that his grandma gave him as a Christmas gift and told him not to look at her. And they opened it and told him what it was. And he was like, "This sucks. I don't want to typewriter."
Ruined his Christmas. Yeah.
So there you go.
Should have at least
All right,
kept the
well,
secret.
I'm gonna.
Brad
the
Tassel,
bed's over
everybody.
here. I'm gonna-
Man, and the peanut gallery is hot tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. It's a weird.
Everybody, we're going to go back to the original rules where we tell the jokes and you laugh.
Or we tell the jokes and nobody does anything.
Yeah, either that. That's fine. You don't have to laugh. But write all down, all the commentary you think of it, write it down, email it to us,
What?
and we'll
Huh?
send it next week. All right. Hey, everybody,
It's
guess what it's
Mr.
time
Rules.
for? That's right. It's time for the top 10. We do this every week. And I got to tell you, got to be honest with you, I'm running out of topics. So I work at the Bluebird Cafe, which has servers because it's a restaurant as well as a music club. And I find myself in restaurants fairly regularly. And I've noticed people really don't know how to speak to their servers. It seems pretty obvious. Be kind, be courteous. They're working for you and you have to be nice to them. But,
Now. Yeah.
okay.
Okay, wait.
Okay, the part where you vocally agree with me. No, we don't need that part. Just the part where you laugh. Okay, so tonight's top 10 list, how appropriately, top 10 things that servers love to hear.
Okay.
If you're wondering what the servers love to hear, these are the top 10 items, top 10 things that servers love to hear. Number 10, yes, I know you're closing in 5 minutes. We'll be real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Number 9, I can see the side items and the salad dressings on the menu, but could you please recite them for me and the beverages too? Oh, and I wasn't listening. Could you repeat all that? These are the top 10 things servers love to hear. Number 8. Yes, I've eaten 90% of this, but I don't like it, and I need you to take it back. Number 7. Can I get the lasagna with the garlic on the side?
Oh.
Number 6. Could you watch my screaming kid while I go have a smoke?
Oh.
They're very, very popular. Ooh, Janice fell out. I'm putting her back in. Top 10 things that servers love to hear. Number 5. It's 10:30 p.m. Can I still order from the lunch menu?
Right.
Number 4. What's taking so long? Did you run out for an audition? That's Los Angeles
I was saying,
only.
is that LA?
That's Nashville.
Number 3. Can I get a doggy bag and can you bring it out to my car when I inevitably leave it on the table? Number 2. We're going to make this easier for you and split the check 11 ways. And the number 1 thing that servers love to hear, law school was pretty hard, huh?
Me.
Yes.
Yes.
Those are all true, too.
I know,
Yes,
that's
they
the thing.
are.
Yes.
They definitely
Please take
do.
this back in the kitchen and somebody spit in it for me.
Hey, speaking of people saying the right thing, it's our friend Patty. Hey, Patty.
Patty!
Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty.
Hello. Hi. How you doing?
We're having a weird show.
How does she look younger every time I see her?
How does that happen?
It's the lights here. That's all.
Great lighting.
The halo going on.
No,
Yeah,
you
the
always look
halo
great.
effect.
It is nice. You look even more angelic than usual.
Well, it's the lights. It's the lights.
Okay, good. Let's do this.
Behind her.
It's time for a Patty Melt with Patty Vasquez, Patty Vasquez. From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, the folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing ass says, she's melting down. It's a Patty Vasquez, Patty Melt. An angel from heaven.
I'm just in Los Angeles. I'm actually at a restaurant, so I wanted to. I was like,
Wow.
Taylor Swift
What was that?
concert.
was that the Swift concert? What happened?
It's gone.
Okay, I thought you guys were talking to me. I don't know. All right, so I am at a restaurant called the Edmond in Los Angeles near Paramount Studios, and I'm not nothing glamorous. I needed to get away from home. I don't know if you guys know, but there's a lot going on, and I'm very busy, and I can't. It's a lot, and so I decided to take a break. And it's very warm here. It's very nice, and so I'm not doing an angry melt because I decided not to be in that space tonight. I'm gonna do a happy melt because happy melt, happy Patty melt. I was on the flight out here, and I'm not kidding. It was the best flight of my entire life. Everyone, from the flight crew, like all the flight attendants, even the people cleaning up afterwards, because I that's later. But the passengers, I don't know. Like at the end of the flight, I wanted to ask everyone for their email so we'd all travel again together. But I mean, I've had stories for you guys of being shoved on the laps and people being rude at the airport and all kinds of things. And here, I'll give you an example. I was, that bing when you do the takeoff and then they do a bell so you can put your seat back and tray table down, whatever. And this woman turns around and she lifts her head up. She goes, "Excuse me, do you mind if I recline?" Oh my God! I was like, I wanted to give her a hug, but I thought that might be too much because she'd already done enough. But I thought it was really lovely, and I usually don't take the window seat because I'm what do you call it? A frequent peer. And I never like to be on the window seat and have to get up and wake I've been there. I've had to nudge them. "Excuse me, I'm sorry. And then tray tables go up. Someone's got to wipe the drool off. So I usually don't do that. But I booked this flight late, and so I'm in the window, and I was like, you know what? I planned ahead. I made sure to do anything that might make me more active during the flight, I guess. But at one point, the middle seat tapped the aisle seat and said, "Excuse me, I have to get up." And I'm like, you know what? I'll go now. Take care of it. We're all, he's standing up. It should be okay. And he decides he's going to go to the bathroom too. Which kind of like in my mind, I'm like, this looks like the weirdest menage a trois situation on a planet Mile High Club. Like, I don't even know how this works. But like, we're all like, and the both bathrooms were taken, so now we're just like awkwardly the whole row just standing there, and very nice folks. We're just just chatting away, and anyway, it was I just on the way back, this woman, I was just wearing all black and a baseball hat. This woman goes, "Are you a masseuse?" And I looked around like, I didn't know she was if she was feeling tense. And I mean, like most flights, if you hear, is anyone a doctor? You hope someone is, but no, it says, I'm feeling a little bit of a pinched nerve. I'm giving masseuse. You know what? Massage therapist. And I said, no. And I'm looking around, I asked why. And she goes, and her friend goes, oh, she has no filter. Don't mind her. And I go, no. I get it. My husband has had to walk me out of the back of back doors many times. No filter. But, and then when we landed, like, I heard people, because I get off, I don't rush. I figure oh my God, that's the other thing. We were even an hour delayed in Chicago because the air conditioning broke. And people were still in a good mood. I love my city. How badly were people trying to get out is all I'm saying. Like nobody cared. So we're an hour late, people, and they made all these announcements about you'll get your connecting flight. We're gonna make sure. And I'm like, I'm not gonna get in their way. So and like a third of the plane, which you never see when they ask you, please, if you're not catching a connecting flight, allow other people to be board. People stayed in their seats. I've never seen that before. So all I'm saying is I'm going to track those people down and they will be my co-passengers in the future. It was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you.
So 2 questions. One,
yes.
Did all 3 of you fit in one bathroom?
How did that work?
You have to hang on to the lighting fixture.
Okay.
So one person has to,
yeah, go ahead.
Well, the old rules apply.
And the second question is a happy ending on the table.
Right? It seemed like innocently tawdry the whole flight. There was I don't know, maybe the woman in front of me wanted to recline into my lap. I'm just saying.
At any point, an eyes wide shut situation is going to come out.
And it's really weird that you would say that because Brad and I were going to form a ska band called Innocently Tawdry.
Innocently Tawdry. That's a good ska band.
We're like an innocent menage a trois, the 3 of us.
There you go. What are you drinking? I thought you didn't.
Whatever it is, I want a case of it.
Black Russian.
Yeah, pure Scotch right there, buddy. Ooh. Well, okay, I have to know.
Have fun out there in LA.
Wait, so you went out to LA.
Still the question. Who are you
seeing? Who are you hanging out with?
I'm hanging out with Mark DiCarlo and Yenny Alvarez.
Okay.
And my friends James Vickery and Kristen McAllister. And this week I was laying low. I'm just recovering a little bit emotionally.
And they've got that big fancy house.
They do have a beautiful fancy house.
So when do we do the show live from there?
Yes. Wait, someone else had a question. No? Okay. Never mind.
I think the mellow Patty works. I mean, I miss the edge a little bit, but I think an occasional, hey, Patty can be happy every now and then. I think we're fine with that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah,
she looks like a Brett girl.
Don't get me started about those charges against a woman who had a miscarriage.
There you go.
Oh no, that's
it's Patty for real.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it was Patty, everybody. Yeah.
Oh, yay, Patty.
It was gonna get rough there after that. So.
Oh man.
Hey, you know who's next?
This is who's next. Look, everybody, it's Shoebox of Warren Quartet. Yay! The man whose wall decor beats mine, although the color
that wall looks like it has more stuff on it since the last time.
You got a theme to his stuff. That's what's the best thing.
He keeps packing it in.
Oh. We both have a yellow circle, like right there.
Right there.
Yeah. My depth perception's off. I can't. Okay.
All right.
That happens. Get used to that. All right. Are you ready? We're going to do your little intro. Then you're going to do a song. Then I got to answer it somehow. And then you'll do another song. Here we go.
It's our musical guest. Our musical guest. Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest. Our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
So this one is I've got a new album out and it's called Carpe Tedium. I've already So it looks like that. CDs exist, the tapes exist, the vinyl I keep getting told is coming soon. So if you've already kickstarted, thank you, and you'll get your stuff soon. If not, then wormquartet.com has all those things. This is a song from that, but it's a cover song, which means I didn't write it, which means you might like it. The happiest song I've ever heard in my life.
It's gonna be one.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos, raining tacos. Out in the street, tacos, all you can eat. Lettuce and shells, cheese and meat. It's a rainy tacos, yum, 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 yummity yum. It's like a dream. Yum, 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 yummity yum. Bring your sour cream. Now, when I say shell, you say shell, shell, shell. When I say meat, you say meat, meat. Meat. When I say lettuce, you say lettuce. Lettuce. When I say cheese, you say no thanks, I'm lactose intolerant. Cheese. Cheese. It's raining tacos. It's raining tacos. It's raining tacos. It's raining tacos. Raining tacos. It's raining tacos. It's raining tacos. It's raining tacos. Raining tacos. It's raining tacos. Raining tacos. It's raining tacos. Raining tacos.
That's so good. Oh, I like it when somebody brings a song that the response to it is so obvious. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do now. This is my song about when 3 of my friends were in the hospital at the same time. Yeah, they all pulled through. Everything's fine. This was a few years back. Everybody pulled through, but I was visiting at least one person in the hospital every day for 2 weeks. And when you get older, this happens. You get used to that. And I found the best time to visit any of them. Bless you. Exactly. The best time to visit any of them was right after the sponge bath. Because they feel the best and they smell the best. So we wrote this song. I wrote this with one of the guys who was in the hospital. And the other thing that's similar with Shoebox's song is this is a sing-along, but we're not going to do the sing-along part because it's a complete nightmare. But just pretend that happened. All right, here we go. Well, I'm in the hospital, lying in bed. Sponge bath, no pants. Somebody must wash me. Sponge bath, no pants. They took out my liver and cleaned out my veins. Sponge bath, no pants. Now you gotta wash everything that remains. Sponge bath, ready? Sponge bath, no pants. Sponge bath, no pants. Sponge bath, no pants. Sponge bath, no pants. Yay! That's all I'm saying. And now another song from Shoebox of Worm Quartet.
Oh, fine. All right, so I've actually got a new one, and I've been planning for months to debut this on the show. It's certainly not a situation where I'd like completely forgotten I had a show until Steve reminded me, and I happen to, serendipitously have a new song. How dare you even suggest that, Steve? You presumptuous bastard. Anyway, so this is a brand new one. I think. Yes, I had to hit that button to make this happen.
You do it.
I do that too. Okay, one moment.
More tacos.
We do a tree, we do a star, we do a guy with hat that give you things that also have a beard. We do a light, we do a snow, we have the milk that have the alcohol, and then we put an egg. We do a Christmas. We do a Christmas. We do a box. We do a bow. We do a stupid Andy Williams song that never go away. We do a log. We do a ham. We do a half a barn up in the yard with Joseph and the rest. We do a Christmas. We do a Christmas. We do a Christmas. We do a Christmas. We do a gift. We do a tree. We know we said the tree. We say the tree again. We do a tree. We do a tree. We do a what we really like the tree. We really like the tree. We do a Christmas. 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 Sorry.
Yeah. You know, I really like it when we bring people on this show who are literally objectively insane.
Yeah.
Yay.
Fantastic.
Thank you. That is going live on the phone.
And they make Brad speechless, which is just unheard of.
I'm speechless. I do want to talk
on the phump tomorrow. Is that what you just said?
That's going live on the phump tomorrow, or in mere hours.
Just mere hours. That's great.
Nice.
Where can we see you performing live in the upcoming weeks and months?
Oh God, yeah, I've got nothing scheduled right now. I'm waiting to hear when the heck the vinyl is happening, because I'm going to do a record release show somewhere in Rochester in the very near future. I paused so if anyone knew what Rochester was, they could go woo, because that's how locations work when you're an artist. Yeah, so
That's
soon.
fantastic.
I
Okay,
gotta-
if you
I gotta
would,
set some stuff.
since you don't have a show coming up, if you would just type in the address of your dentist in the chat so we can.
Oh,
join
absolutely. Yes. Well, that's the next thing that's happening. I'll be there in about about 10 hours. About 10
So now
hours.
you get
I'll
to
be
floss
for
and
this.
make up for 12 months of neglect. That's great.
Nah.
That's what I do. That's not what I do, Dad. That's what I do.
I do just the opposite. I cake my mouth with Oreos on the way to the dentist.
Oh.
Make him work.
Oh.
Yeah, make them earn
Licorice
that.
is even better.
Yeah, if they can't insure me, I'm gonna hit them with some Oreos. That's how I feel. All
Well,
right.
thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Shoebox. That was fantastic.
Hey,
That was
hey, who can
great.
find Joan?
She's
What?
around here somewhere.
There she is.
Bring her on in here.
I
Oh
got her.
dear. You got me?
No, wait. Wrong.
That's not me.
That's not you.
Nice try.
What the
That's
heck?
not Joan.
Look, there you are.
There I
Hey, look,
am.
wait, I need Joan
Hi.
to say hi. Yay, it's John
Hi.
Grassy, everybody.
Oh my God, in my messy office.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
My messy office. Hi.
Well, now,
That's not fancy.
before you start, and you know how this works, he's going to play an intro.
I
and
don't.
talk
I have
for
no
10
idea how
minutes.
this works.
You don't know? Okay.
I figure I'll just blather for a while.
No. What's going to happen? He's going to
That
play
is
an
how it
intro.
works.
Then after the intro, then do 10 minutes of
Oh,
jokes.
then I blather?
Yeah, then you blather. But I want to say this, that you're a professor at what school?
Worcester State University.
Worcester
A
State.
professor of Worcester State. It's about 40 miles outside of Boston. It's great. It's a great little town. It's a great city. It's
And your
so much
master's
fun.
is in?
English.
Oh, so you
English?
can spell Worcester.
But I can spell Worcester. But I already spoke the language, so I think I kind of had a leg up on that one. It wasn't like I majored in a different language.
But you're into history too. You used to be a history.
And history and literature. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
thing. That's
I
my
don't know
thing.
anything about any of those. So that's,
Yes, you do.
All right, everybody, put on your thinking caps for this set.
Yeah.
There'll be a quiz later. There'll be
All
a
right, go
quiz
ahead.
later.
Let's do the thing.
All right, let's
Go.
do this.
Do the thing.
It's time for our big headliner.
Oh, yeah.
Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Monday. Yeah.
Extra smart Tony Grassi.
Oh man, that's just like a lot of pressure right there.
It sure
That
is.
was like the biggest intro I've ever had. Even in Vegas, I didn't get that kind of an intro.
Wow.
So I know. So yeah, my convoluted life. So yeah, we actually, you came out to Vegas a couple of times when I was there, Brad, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not where we met. And Brad mentioned at the beginning that we've known each other over 30 years. So I've watched Brad grow up, kind of. And you won't believe this, but when he was younger, he just talked all the time. I know that's like shocking, but he like never shut. The first time we worked, it was Memphis. Was it Memphis?
Savannah.
Was it Savannah and then Memphis?
You, me, and James.
And James. Oh my God, that was crazy. And we all took power naps in the afternoon so we could get through the show. And you talked even when you were napping. It was, and James and I actually decided just to sneak out at some point because you just wouldn't freaking shut up. And we're like, just let's leave him behind. But yeah, that was a long time ago. So we've been through a lot, right? But you came out to Vegas. You've been out to Vegas a couple of times. I was out there for a long time. I was out there for like 20 something years, I think.
Oh,
And I love, oh God, I love Vegas. I'm gonna take my glasses off so I look prettier. Does that work? It's not really working. Sorry. That's not the funny part. That was like kind of cruel, whoever just snickered at that. But now I'm gonna put them back on because I've been grading papers most of the day. So I forgot this was like at 10 o'clock at night, by the way, Brett. I had to take a nap today. So I don't do those late night shows anymore. So not like Vegas. So the first time I ever worked Vegas, oh my God. And I loved it immediately. I flew out and I was working at Catch a Rising Star, I think it was, at Bally's. And there were two big things going on that week because there's always something going on in Vegas. And that week we had the National Finals Rodeo in town. You guys ever been out there for the National? Do you know about the National Finals Rodeo? Anybody ever slept with a cowboy? Steve, I'm thinking you have. I'm just thinking, because you got that kind of vibe going. But I had never seen real cowboys before because I grew up outside of Boston. We don't have a lot of cowboys. So if you've never seen real cowboys, I suggest you get out there to the rodeo because they're adorable. Every year, like thousands of these cowboys come in, and it's the biggest rodeo in the world. And then at night, they come to shows, and so they came to our little comedy show, and they were adorable. And if you've never seen a real cowboy, they're really cute and they're very sweet, and they have little tiny butts, and they're pretty much dumb as a box of rocks. So it's like you can get lucky on rodeo week. Even I got lucky during rodeo week, and so after the show, I'm hanging outside the showroom, and this one cowboy is like circling me, like I'm a little lost or something. And I said, "Hey, Scooter, what's up?" And he said, "Well, ma'am, I think you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen." And I thought, oh God, he spends a lot of time with cows, doesn't he? So I married him. And that was good. That was good. No, I didn't marry. I rented him for like a week. Because you can do that in Vegas, because what happens in Vegas
stays in
Vegas. Exactly.
Go to jail in Vegas.
Except for the rash. You're going to take that home with you. So you got to be careful about that. So we were out there for a long time. My husband and our child was born out there, which was remarkable. We always thought we'd have a really big family. My husband was adorable. Brad, do you remember my husband? You've met him a couple of times. He's sweet man. Sometimes he got a little excited about stuff and a little too excited. When we were getting married, for example, we came home to get married. And he was filling out the marriage certificate down at the town hall. And back then you had to put in information that they don't ask for anymore, but they asked for our religion. So I wrote in Catholic and he wrote in Lutheran. And I'm looking at this guy who I'm about to marry and I've known for many years at this point. And I said, "Sweetie, you're not Lutheran." And he said, "I know, but I can't spell Episcopalian." I wish that was a joke. Because it just got worse. And I married him anyway. I actually married him twice. Yeah. See, Brad knows my sad story of my ridiculousness. We were married for a very long time. And then we got divorced because I was out on the road and I was getting a little squirrely. And I thought, oh, I want to be single. All the single people are having fun. And I'm just an old married lady. So we got divorced. And I found out very quickly that nobody was really interested in me at all. So I actually went back to my husband and said, I think I've made a terrible mistake. And he said, "Oh, okay, well, fine, come on back." And so we dated for a while again. We started dating and kind of rekindled everything. And that's when I got pregnant. After like 15 years of trying to get pregnant, that's when I got pregnant, when we were dating and divorced. And I remember telling my mom, because I was so excited, and she said, "Do you know who the father is?" And I said, "Oh, I never look at their faces, so I'm not. I'm hoping he's going to look like Rod, but who knows? It could be almost anything, So we called him Shecky the whole time I was pregnant. Do you remember that? They were just, people would pat my stomach and say, "How's Shecky doing?" And so he almost got named Shecky. So we were 40 years old when we had that kid, which was remarkable. I highly recommend having a baby at 40. Because everything's funny at that point. People would say, "What? That's crazy. What are you doing? You're 40 years old. Why would what?" And I said, "Well, we've had dogs and cats. How hard could a kid be?" And then we found out it's a lot trickier. You can't leave them in a crate when you go out for the night. It's sad. It's sad. But now he's all grown up. He's all grown up. My son and I went to college together, separate colleges, but at the same time. He was taking way too long to get through college because he hates school. And I had a few credits. I said, I'm going to go back to school. And by this time we had moved back home. It was after my husband had passed away. That's not the funny part. Not really the funny part, but we moved back home and I'm getting the kids settled and getting him into college. And so he was at one school and I said, I'm going to go back to school because you're taking too long and it's costing me a fortune. And I'm going to graduate before you do because I'm thinking that's a challenge. And that's when I found out my son absolutely has nothing in him that will rise to that occasion. And I ended up, no, really, he's just really laid back and he doesn't take pressure well. We put him in a bowling league when he was 6 with like bumpers and everything because we thought, well, he's not going to play football. Maybe bowling will be his thing. And he had, after 3 weeks, he goes, it's too much pressure. I got to quit. I mean, he quit bowling. He's just too laid back. So anyway, so we went to college together separately and I graduated on Saturday and he graduated on Sunday. So technically I beat him by 24 hours. And I'm such a sweet, loving mother that I actually danced around the entire weekend going, you're a loser. You're a loser, which is kind of mean. And then finally my son, who's so sweet, looked at me and said, you know, Mother, you're very competitive. It's not really very attractive. And it's probably why you can't get a date. I've never been more proud. I've never been more proud of that kid in my whole life. So, and now he takes care of me because I'm old. As you can see, my hair used to be red. Not naturally, but it was red. Now I just go gray because nobody expects anything if you're old and gray, which is super. But I'm trying to get healthier because I'll say how old, I'm 71 and a half.
Wow.
Whoa. I know. Thank you. You don't get applause for that. That's just, I haven't died yet. That's all.
You're still beautiful.
I came close and it's awful getting older. They don't tell you all the crap that goes with it. Like I had a cataract surgery because my eyes got all goofy and that's not fun. And colonoscopy. I had my first colonoscopy. You guys done that?
Terrible.
Oh my God. It was awful. And I remember going in that day and the little receptionist at the doctor's office was so perky. And she's like, well, how are we feeling today? And I said, well, I don't know about you, but I'm about to let a perfect stranger jam a camera up my butt. So I'm not doing that well, you know, but it's fine. And then to cap it all off last year, I had a heart attack, which you wouldn't think is funny, but it was now. But I was with my kid when it happened and he rushed me to the hospital and he said, my mom's having chest pains. And man, they are good back here with the hospitals. They whipped me into the ER. They stripped my clothes off me. I've never had my clothes taken off that fast. And I partied in Vegas. I got to tell you, these ER people are good. They are good. So, and this really cute, like 12-year-old comes in and they got me hooked up and he goes, you're having a heart attack. Yeah, evidently it wasn't 12, but it was a cardiac. I said, I don't have time to have a heart attack. I'm sure you're wrong. And he said, no, you're having a heart attack right now. And it's life-threatening. We're going to go upstairs into surgery. And so they wheeled me upstairs and put in 2 stents that day. It was lovely. They give you goofy juice and you get to stay awake for this. It's fascinating. Anybody had a heart attack yet? Do it. Don't die, but do the heart attack thing. It's so much fun. So they couldn't go through my arm. They can go through your arm when they put the stents in. They couldn't do that with me. They had to go in through my groin. Now, I didn't even know I had a groin. I'm a girl. I didn't know, but it's prostate. We don't have a prostate. And so they went in through my, because we don't, do any woman know, you all know you have groins? No, we don't know that. You know why? Because no woman I know has ever said, oh, crap, I just pulled a groin muscle. But every guy in here is going to say, oh, honey, I unloaded the dishwasher. I think I just pulled a groin muscle. Next, please, now, you know. So anyway, so they went in and they put in 2 stents that day. And then Monday, a couple of days later, they put in a 3rd one because he was putting an addition on the house, I guess. And it was awesome. And then they sent me to cardio rehab, which was great. They teach you how to take care of yourself. And the little nurse said to me, you know, once you can get up 2 flights of stairs without losing your breath, you can resume sexual activity. Oh boy, I think that's so exciting. And I said, well, that's great. What, how many steps do I have to go up if I'm all by myself? It's 22, by the way. It's 22. So anyway, well, you guys are nice, and I know my time's up. But I was going to say, Brett, were you with me when I was working in Vegas because, you never know what kind of crowd you're going to get. And I had a group of Mormon girls. Did I ever tell you about the Mormon girls? They came,
No.
oh my God, they were rowdy. They were flashing me. They were drunk as skunks. And I asked them, I said, where are you girls from? And they said, St. George, Utah. And that's when I found out. I said, are you Mormon? And they said, yes. And I said, oh, I think you girls could be in trouble. I haven't read the whole book or anything. You could be in trouble. And one of these little girls got up and she said, well, I am Mormon, but I drink, I smoke, I gamble, and I fool around. And I said, I don't know how to break this to you, sweetheart. You're Catholic.
Wow.
Anyway, oh God, that was, so my time is up. Yes?
That
Yes,
was a
my time
close.
is up.
Yes,
So
yay.
there you go. Thank you, thank you. I had notes and they all fell on the floor, by the way.
Oh, that's
Good job,
okay. That was
Professor.
great. So
Was great.
I
That
thought
was
you were going to
great.
do the joke that you told me I could do that I've done. When you
Which
were talking
one?
about the Cowboys, do you remember the cowboy joke that you wrote?
No,
That I
I don't remember
anything.
anything. I'm old.
Really? So, because I've been doing this for like 25 years every once in a while.
I wrote a joke. Does it, and it works?
Yeah. Come
That's
on.
a nice change. What
You
is the
said
joke?
you said you were in Vegas. There were 80 cowboys, rodeo cowboys in the show. I swear this is you. And there were 70 gynecologists in the same hotel.
Yeah, it was, well, that was the week we had, the Cowboys were in town. The other convention was a convention of OBGYNs.
And the
So there were
joke is,
cowboys and gynecologists mixing all over the strip. Yeah, there were stirrups everywhere. That was the joke.
stirrups everywhere. So-
That was it, because I got
When
branded
I
and pep
started
smeared in the
working-
same
When
week.
I started working cruises, I said, "Can I use that joke?" But
And
on
I
the
said
cruise?
yes.
And
Oh,
it's
well,
I still use
good.
it every once in a while when I need.
Oh, I think you should.
Yeah, no,
That was a fun
it's
week.
one of the
That
few
was like
jokes
the
I've written.
craziest. That was a crazy week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this. This is one of the weeks we got a comedian who has punchlines. That was fantastic.
But it's a long walk to get there, Steve. It's a
Worth it. It's so
not that
worth
they
it.
used to rag on me. They go, set a punchline, set a punchline. I go, no, I just meander. And David Brenner said it was okay.
We like meandering.
As
So
long as there is a punchline at some point, we're
at some
amazed.
point,
That's
there's a punchline. We're okay. So
Yeah.
hey, you're doing some sets. Where are you working?
Yeah, I've been working all over New England actually, which is weird. I go up to like Maine, and they're very different in Maine. They all like to hunt, so I'm in with them now because I got my first deer. I am
Nice.
hunters. I got my first deer. Well, I hit him with my car, and it wasn't good. I just nudged him. I was coming back from a gig with a friend of mine, and all of a sudden a deer jumped out, and we stopped just in time. I kind of pushed him a little bit, and he was not happy. So we proceeded very slowly down the road, and like a quarter of a mile down the road, another deer jumped out and actually like went under my car.
Oh wow.
Thank God, because he didn't go. If he came through the windshield, we would have been dead. So, but he got under the car, and we were screaming, and then he wiggled out, and he gave me the hoof and went back to the woods. But you know what? I moved to this little. He did. It was like kind of like an Italian deer, I think. Oh,
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you said
but
hook,
then
like he'd had enough of your show, and that's it.
No,
You're
no,
done.
no.
yeah. But now
Hey.
I moved to a small town, a really small town, and I was like, came in one night, and I was driving down my driveway to get into my garage, and there were 4 deer blocking my way, and I thought, oh crap, they've sent the family to like get me or something. I think they're after me. I'm getting a little paranoid, but
You know, do you remember Joni used to have purple hair,
I did.
and Fox Television was interested in you doing a sitcom. Do you remember this? I
It
wrote
was a long time ago.
I wrote a
remember that.
pilot
That's
that
right.
that you turned in, your agent or somebody manager turned into Fox Television, and they chose something else. They were like, yeah, we
Yeah,
like
which
it.
is stupid of them, because we all would have been like rolling in dough.
Yeah, and it was about you becoming the mayor of a small
I was going to be the
town
mayor. Yeah, the mayor of a small
by
town. That's
accident.
right.
And you came in, you had to come in to do something to say you won, and you mistakenly got your hair turned purple, and you came in, you torn off. Here's the big thing. You had to get to the city hall, and you you tore off the hand of the chair that you do that. Forget it. Doesn't matter. But anyway,
That was a really long time ago. That was
Joni,
a
everybody,
really long time
yay!
ago.
Thank you, dear.
We got a lot
Thank
of
you,
road
Joni.
miles on us, Brad.
I know we do. I spent 37 years, man. It's crazy.
I know.
Wow.
I know. So
Wow,
hey,
what a
are you
show
doing the
this
song?
is. Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do it.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
And I figured, since Shoebox there did a song that's absolutely brand new, nobody's heard, I think I will do the same thing. This is dedicated to our friends to the north.
Yay.
Got lots of snow and hockey, eh? We can sing in English and also Francais. Sweet, sweet maple syrup. We eat it like ketchup. We put it on everything. Oh, you betcha. Driving all night, driving all day. There's 2,000 miles between the places we play. We like our brewskis and a good curling fight. And we'd all move down to America, but we're all too darn polite. We're a Canadian band. We're a Canadian band. We're coming to your tune. We'll help you party, Dune. We're a Canadian band. That's enough. It's a work in progress.
Man, that was
Sounds good.
I can't wait for that one to come out on vinyl. That'll be
It's going to be so good on vinyl.
All right,
All right,
play
guess
this
what?
one.
It's time.
Also, not kilometers, miles.
That's right. Yes.
I mean, it's right there.
It's a really good point. Thank you very much. All right. All right. All right. It's time to beg for money.
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover or a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
Oops. Guess what I just did?
You just.
I didn't
made
mean you
yourself-
took me out and I didn't realize it. Let's put you in.
I had
and-
already
okay.
taken you out. Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Tassel. That was Steve Goody. This is the Virtual Comedy Show. And if you go to https://virtualcomedyshow.com and donate money, enough money, we'll hire someone to spotlight people and we won't screw this up so bad. Fantastic. We'll be in. The person who's supposed to be in will be in, and we won't have to have Kevin join the show. That's fantastic.
I think that's called a producer.
That's right, a producer. Yes, yeah. If you give us enough money, we'll hire a producer, and we'll have that happen. And we'll take applications. So send that to me. So go to virtualcomedyshow.com, donate to the show, and we will we'll get Patty back from California. It'll be fantastic. On a flight, we'll get all the people.
All of them. All of them. That's right.
All the people to fly back. So it'll be a pleasant flight, and she can do happy melts every week, which we don't want, actually. We don't. We need the mad melts, I think, sometimes. We need outrage is what we need. So go to virtualcomedyshow.com, donate to the show, and we will not have to apologize anymore. So, okay, forget it. Let's finish up. Do it.
Time for the worst joke of the
This is
week.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
The more I look over the worst joke, the more I'm liking it. Here you go. Kelsey Grammer was pulled from a BBC radio interview when the talk went from the Frasier reboot to the fact that the actor still supports Trump. The interview was halted not by the BBC, but by one stabbing glare from Lilith.
Okay, that's it. All right, good.
Hey, that was the Virtual Comedy Show. We learned a lot of stuff we didn't need to know. Like Brad thinks his microwave is much too slow. Yep, that's what you get when you watch this show. Fascinating, isn't it? We have a lot of fun at the Virtual Comedy Show. It's better than sitting home playing with your toes or going to the dump to watch stuff decompose. Keep coming back to the Virtual Comedy Show. We hope you enjoyed the Virtual Comedy Show. You don't have to dress up, no, 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 no. You can be like Brad and go commando. Every Monday it's the Virtual Comedy Show. See you Monday at the Virtual Comedy Show. It's at www.virtualcomedyshow.com.